Mike Gallagher, welcome to Augsburg Sports Weekly on the men's hockey team this weekend. Brett, thank you for joining me again today.
Absolutely.
Talking about a weekend that, Brett, I mean, it's hard to judge, really. You know, you talk to some of the guys and, you know, take one on the chin against Hamlin, lose 5-2 on Friday. Saturday, come back and get a 4-4 tie. And some of the guys are saying, oh, you know, kind of look at that tie as a loss. You know, maybe not as satisfied as you may think about getting 1 point against a team that's undefeated in conference. But, I mean, talk about this weekend and some positives that you can find from it.
Well, you take a point from the number 11 team in the nation, a Hamlin team who hasn't lost a conference game all year, and has a team who has a lot of Division I transfers and guys who've played in the top junior league, the USHL. With that being said, yeah, you want to protect your home ice and get a win. You know, it's tough to lose. You know, they say what the old saying is, it's like kissing your sister, where you get the point and it helps you in the standings because it's a team that many probably thought for where you stood coming into the weekend, you were going to get swept. So you take a point from Hamlin, you move forward in these next 3 weekends, and you just go from there.
Big. Obviously, getting Nicky back, that'd be huge for the team. You know, 6-point weekend for him, a goal and 5 assists. I mean, you saw offensively, and we were talking about this a little after the game. You might have seen that 2009-2010 team come back a little bit. You were telling me. You saw a lot more aggression. You saw a team that was playing tough. Scoring those goals, finding out their offense that something they couldn't do against Concordia without Graham the weekend previous. So talk about Graham being back and how big that's going to be down the stretch.
Yeah, I was telling Jim Jensen, who's a member of that top line with Joel Soller, Nick Graham, that it was like they December came back for them. They made a cameo from the year 2010, where they were just the hottest line in the nation. Jim, Joel, and Nick each had a goal there on Saturday night against Hamlin, and Mario Mealy also adding another goal for their 4 goals. But yeah, they look like their chemistry is back. Everyone just seemed to have that little bit of an edge, playing with their backs against the wall in the standings. They brought a little more intensity. Something I would have liked to see out of this team in the last couple weekends. That's history. You only can do what you only can take care of what's in the future. And they have 3 big series against St. Mary's, Bethel, and St. Olaf. And moving forward, they got to play with that same intensity they brought Saturday night.
Good transition. You got St. Mary's this weekend, 7 p.m. at the Ed Saugestad rink over here at Augsburg College. It's a team that they've already beaten 8-4 this year. A team that sits above them in the standings, as every Myac team does right now. But it's there's, as you've been telling me, there's a lot of parity in the league right now, and anything can happen. You talk to a few of the guys. One game at a time. Can't look forward. But with their favorable schedule against the 5, 6, and 7 teams in the conference coming up, talk about it, especially this weekend against St. Mary's, how vital it is to get points.
Well, speaking of that parity in a minute there, but St. Mary's is the team who last season ended the conference season with 2 points in conference play. This year they already have 8, so they're a much improved team. And they're much improved from that 8-4 win that the Augies had against them back in the Myac Showcase in the first weekend of the year. It's a team that the Augies have done very well against in the past, a team they've swept before, and they've always seemed to have kind of been almost a stats weekend. But you can't take that mindset, because with the more of a parity in the league, every matchup's tough. Every night's gonna be a dogfight. They gotta go in there with that same intensity they had the Saturday night against Hamlin. Go get battle in the corners. Capitalize on the power play and just take advantage of St. Mary's mistakes.
Augies have always been strong finishers, and they're not that far off where they were last year. So talk about finishing strong is obviously going to be big. I mean, you can maybe a magic number maybe from you is something that the Augies may need to get out there. It's 6 points right now. Last few years, you've seen 16, 17, and 18 get you in the playoffs as that 5th seed in the playing game. So what's the magic number for you in these last 6 games?
Yeah, I think Chris Brown definitely is telling the guys 1 game at a time, 1 game at a time. That's why this is our job. We're the analysts. We're the ones who look at the standings. But the way we look at it right now, I think 10 points would be a safe bet. If they go 5-1 the rest of the way, then they should be good with 16 points. Like with that parity we mentioned a little bit earlier, that it's kind of stretching out the point totals. Whereas 16, 17, or 18 has always maybe 17 or 18 has been the for sure to get you in the playoffs. Maybe you get in with 16. Now 14, 15 might get you in with a 5 because those 7, 8, 9 seeds are going to have more points than in previous years. So. But still, 5-1 I think will be a good goal. I'll talk to some of the guys. They just go, we got to win out, which is a good mindset to take. Every game's a must-win game. So, I like the mindset they're in. But personally, I think 10 points will 90% get them in the playoffs.
For Brett Cloutier, I'm Mike Gallagher. That's the Augsburg Sports Weekly on men's hockey, and we'll see you at 7 p.m. at Saugestad rink against St. Mary's on the next day at St. Mary's for the finisher of that doubleheader. So we'll see you then, and hopefully the Augies can come out with 4 points this weekend.